And Nina Turner is speaking.
3 months to organize this every day, put this together for you guys. There's nothing that we cannot do, that we can't accomplish. And I heard Jack Rabbit saying to you all, please don't give up after this election. And that's real. Because for my tradition, and I come from the Christian tradition, but I know we might have some atheists in here, agnostics, Muslims, Jewish, brothers, Buddhists. It doesn't matter, but from my tradition, there's a scripture that says that the race is not given to the strong or to the swift, but to he or she who endures to the end. And I don't want you to be discouraged by some of the revelations that we got thanks to Wikileaks. And I know that the People's Convention is, what do you call it, Nino? You called it omnipartisan. Which I love that. But what Wikileaks revealed today should be disturbing to everybody, no matter who the president. Because it really showed us that the Democratic Party, the DNC on the national level, were not neutral. And it is quite disturbing to me, particularly the part about questioning Senator Bernie Sanders' religious affiliation. But it just really reminded me of when the Republicans questioned the Christianity of our President of the United States of America. And it doesn't matter whether he is or he isn't, but the point is they did that to try to take away from his credibility in the same way that I found that distasteful. I find what the DNC was trying to do to Senator Bernie Sanders. And it's just too much. I encourage any of you to go read some of this stuff. It is absolutely ridiculous. It is shameful. And it must change. Some folks need to go in the DNC. I just want you to people talk about the DNC, but I had to get that off my chest. Some folks have asked me, Senator Turner, are you leaving the Democratic Party? And I said I wouldn't give them the satisfaction. Of the Democratic Party. I am from the Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm wing of the party. Unbought and unbossed. So, people's conviction. What I really want you all, I just had to get that off my chest. I feel so much better now. But what I want you to know today is that this nation needs people from all walks of life, like those of us in this room today, to be able to stand up and speak truth to power and not be afraid. Both major political parties need people like us in this room to keep them honest and to keep them on task. And you know, for me being a Democrat, competition never bothered me, so I'm not afraid of the come on Green Party, come on Libertarian. condition. And we saw that clearly with the Wikileaks release of those documents. It is un-American, undemocratic, unpatriotic to do what the European Party is. The question becomes, what are we going to do about it? So that is why the People's Convention is so important, and all of the platform that you all debated and came up with today, from racial justice to social justice to income equality to wealth equality to making sure that we say hell no to the TPP. Those of you in the room who did support Senator Bernie Sanders, the math may not have been on his side, but the social studies well. Raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour on the federal level on our side. Abolishing the death penalty on our side. Taking marijuana off the federal one on the federal level on our side. Country are not saddled with debt if they go to college on our side. And we still have more to fight for. Because I just tell you, as a sister that was in Orlando, fighting for that platform, along with some other folks like Ben Jealous and Dr. Cornel West. And like the sisters and brothers who are whose names I'm not naming, but I'm going to tell you something. We accomplished a great deed in that platform, and but for the run of Senator Bernie Sanders, we wouldn't have that platform, but for the fact that he challenged the establishment. We ran the most successful insurgent candidacy in the history of this country. If Senator Bernie Sanders at the age of 74 years old can look around at the candidates running on the Democratic side and say to himself, somebody has to stand up for the working class women and men in this country. And for example, what has he taught us? Well, number one, if you wake up at the age of 74 and decide you want to run for president, run. But more importantly, if you see a gap that needs to be filled, you need to fill it. You see, titles are good, sisters and brothers, but purpose is better. Titles are good, but purpose is better. And the reason why I say titles are good is because they get you in the door. But if you are in the door at a table or in a room and you don't have purpose, it doesn't matter that you are there. We need more people who are going to stand up and do what is right no matter who it is for or who it is against. And that is part of what the People's Convention is all about. It is about everyday people putting a little extra on their ordinary. We can do this. This is about endurance. How many of you know that there are folks who came before us, and if I could use the history of my people as an example, in my ancestry, and those people whose skin has been kissed by the sun, we all know the history of slavery in this country. But I want you to think about it. If my ancestors had to give it up just because they didn't see the freedom that they were fighting for, I wouldn't be standing before you in this room today.